This is Stan Daly with Century 21 Legacy, and I am touring a neighborhood for a buyer who lives out of state. We're going to look at a new construction home that's being built in a little development back here. And this is an eclectic neighborhood. It's here in the early stages of the neighborhood. The homes are older, you know, modest brick homes like this one. I'm on Green Valley Drive in Johnson City, Tennessee, by the way. As a matter of fact, I'm on the corner of Green Valley and Woodcrest, and just trying to give her an idea of what it looks like back here. Overall, pretty good neighborhood. I've already been talking to one of the folks that lives here, and the roads are under some updating. They're a little bit rough. Bear with me here. There's some patchy places in the road, but the city is coming back through and making some repairs, and they're going to resurface this road so it won't be like this always. So anyway, we're back here to a newer section, or relatively speaking newer. These homes were probably built more like in the 90s or maybe in the 2000s, early 2000s. At any rate, now it looks like I've got a vehicle coming up behind me, so I'm going to pull over and let them go around me. Alright, there they go. And here we go. This video is going to be quite bumpy until I get past this little section here. At any rate, it's a pretty nice neighborhood overall. These folks have got a privacy fence that needs a little work. It's kind of eclectic back here. One thing this neighborhood has going for it is that it's super convenient to a lot of the things that are desirable to people in the neighborhood. You can be in Johnson City itself, downtown, in about 10 minutes. You can be at most of the restaurants within 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, and hospitals are close by, Sam's Club, Walmart, Johnson City Mall, all that's within 5 to 10 minutes, 12 maybe. Alright, we're turning off of Green Valley, which is a dead end. We almost were at the end of that. And we've turned on to Devonshire, and we're entering a newer section of this neighborhood. Unfortunately, the roads are much better over here. And we're coming into the neighborhood where the home is in question. It's called The Village at Cardinal Forest. I'm going to pan around just a little bit and let you look down through there. Alright. Okay. So here we are. This is called Hampshire. This street here is, and this is the street in question where there's a little house being built that my buyer is interested in. It's new construction. It'll be one of the final homes to be completed in here. And alright, I'm gonna have to spin around real quick. This is a home at the end of the road. Backing up. I'm in a hybrid, by the way. You probably can tell it's pretty quiet for the most part. Okay. Spinning around. I'm at the end of the road here on Hampshire. There's the house being built. Next door to that real pretty bluish dark gray house. All right. Nice home there. I'm going to spin back around and put the camera out here. Easier for me to hold it. Alright, I'm going to take you and my buyer around the neighborhood a little bit. Okay, we're going to go back around and look on this side. That right there is a circle. That's Dunham Circle. It goes back and ties in over there where we were at a little while ago. This house right here, their roof looks pretty rough already. They definitely need to clean that roof. Okay. Spinning around. Lots of newer homes. These homes are probably a little nicer than over there on Hampshire. They're a little bit bigger looking homes. We'll just go on out to the end here. This goes out to a dead end. Sure is quiet back here, I will say that. Virtually no one outside. I don't think anybody's out doing anything, walking to speak of. Maybe they're all out in their little backyards. This is real attractive back through here, and I like that it's got sidewalks. You'll notice right there that says Hamshire Street in Devonshire. And Hampshire was supposed to run through right there and tie in over there where that new construction house is that we were talking about. But for some reason they weren't able to do that. It was something to do with the topography, and there's a pond back there that prevented that from happening. Alright, so we're just going to spin around here, this little roundabout. It's, you know, it's pretty back here because the neighborhood on this back side is bordered by just a large tract of land that's not developed. Okay. Yeah, these folks here have got some good mountain views. You probably see that mountain range ahead there in the distance. Okay, so I'm going to go back down through here again, and I want to show my buyer that there's another way out of this neighborhood that ties into an older area, and in some ways not so attractive. I want to make sure she understands, because she's buying this house potentially without ever seeing it in person. I'm taking videos and pictures and that sort of thing for her. All right. Okay, so did want to make note that there are a couple of lots for sale over here, but they're down in a hole. They're just, it's hard to explain, but the ground it's just a big drop off there. So I don't know what type of home you could build down there. I guess it'd have to have a basement for starters. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take this back way out of the neighborhood. Okay, back up that direction where I've got my camera pointed is back towards the house where we were looking at a little while ago. And we're turning on to Tucker Lane off of Devonshire. And this is where it takes on a different feel. Now this is not in the neighborhood, but you've got sort of a sketchy looking area here of sorts. The house is not kept up that well. Got a double wide over here, and got a little single wide trailer over here. I mean, it's relatively quiet back here. I don't hear any ruckus or any rowdiness going on, but it's not the most attractive homes. All right. There's another double wide. It's a nice shape. Okay. Take you around the front here. And we're gonna turn on Marydell. Nice homes over here. This road is also in poor shape. Apparently they're coming through here and I don't know whether they've been working on maybe the drainage system or something through here, but they're going to repave all this. Okay, we're back down into that older neighborhood. You got some little brick ranches and things like that that were built in the 50s and 60s and maybe 70s. Homes like this. All right. I'm going to follow this back out here to the main highway. And here we are in that older neighborhood. That's Woodcrest right there. I've shown houses on that road before. Okay. Coming back out. So here we go. This first intersection is called East Mountain View, and I'm still on Marydell, Meridale Drive. All right, let's go across here. Probably gonna roll my window up because it's gonna get a little noisy. We're coming out to a main highway here. This is what we call the Bristol Highway here locally, and it's also US 11E. It runs to the left there, it goes up towards Bristol, Tennessee, and then back to our right, which is the way we're going, that's Johnson City. This is also called the Motor Mile over here because this is where all your car dealerships are at. You got a Kia dealer and Chevrolet, Ford, Nissan, several of them through here. Okay, turning out onto the Bristol Highway. Gonna have to drive a little faster to keep up with traffic. I'm not sure how this video is gonna turn out. Anyway, on the left here, that's Harley Davidson dealership. And there's a Buick GMC dealership. But anyway, going towards Johnson City proper now. Turn my lights on there. All right, bear with me. Okay. There's one of our local fast food chains. It's called Pal's. They're famous for their hot dogs and hamburgers and whatnot. very popular. Got great sweet tea. There's Johnson City Toyota. Alright, we'll pan back around here. There's a Food Line grocery store on our left. Several little restaurants down through here. Rocky's Pizza. There's El Charlet Mexican. One of the best Mexican restaurants in our area. Okay. And we're coming up on, well, let's see, this first intersection is East Oakland Avenue. There's yet another car dealership, Subaru. That's Wallace Subaru, Kia, Volkswagen. Let's see here. All right. Coming up on North Roan Street is what we'll be coming up on here next. This is a main thoroughfare in Johnson City. North Roan Street is. It's also Highway 36. If I were to go to the right there on 36, I'd be going north towards Kingsport. There's another dealership over here. We got Mazda, Acura. All right. I am on North Roan Street, which is also 11E. There's Cootie Brown's right there. That's kind of a Jamaican style restaurant. I like it pretty well. A lot of your typical fast food joints. You got a Hardee's and an Arby's. Coming up on a Sonic here. We've got a new, or newer, Popeyes on the left there. There was a Perkins right there. They've recently closed down. They've gone out of business. I think the COVID-19 took them out. And there's one of my all-time favorite eateries, the Waffle House. Love me some awful waffle. Don't go there often, but I do love it. Okay, here we go. This would be the interstate. That's the ramp going to Kingsport there. That's I26. I'm on North Roan Street right now. If I were to get in the right lane, that would put me on I26 East, which goes towards Asheville, South Carolina. Johnson City is about 1 hour from Asheville, North Carolina. Alright. Got a Kroger grocery store right over here to my right. This is kind of a main drag here. This is one of the first highly developed areas in Johnson City where a lot of your restaurants are. There's a newer section a little north of here called State of Franklin. That exit's got a lot of nice new stuff. Okay, there's a Zaxby's, great chicken place. And one of the taller buildings in Johnson City there, that bank building, according to the locals, it's been around a long time. I just crossed Mount Castle. There's McDonald's, there's Applebee's on the left, Starbucks. There's Sears, and there's the Johnson City Mall. Yep, here we go. We got a Red Lobster. You got a Fazoli's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Taco Bell, Five Guys, Bonefish Grill up here, Texas Roadhouse, Olive Garden, Smoky Bones. Still on North Roan Street. I'm actually headed towards Johnson City proper, the town. Probably not going to film much longer because I'm almost to my house, as a matter of fact. Within about a half mile of my house. Alright. So we're back into kind of residential areas here. There's a traffic light up here. If I were to turn left, that would take me into downtown Johnson City, and it would only be maybe another 3/4 of a mile, and I'd be downtown. But instead, I'm going to turn right here on Liberty Bell Boulevard, and you can see the mountains there in the distance. And on our left here, this is called Science Hill High School. That's the desirable high school in this area. Okay. Had to switch lanes there because I got somebody trying to get around me, and I'm kind of wanting to drive a little slow and take a little tour here. So, at any rate, sorry about that. There's that's part of Science Hill High School, and their baseball fields and football fields, and right over here is a skate park. I'm on Liberty Bell Boulevard in Johnson City, Tennessee at this time, and this is actually real close to where the fireworks are shot off at 4th of July. There's a civic auditorium up here called Freedom Hall, and that's what you're seeing there, that big brick building there beyond the ball fields. That's where they have concerts and the circus and the fair and that type of thing. Okay. Got some children riding their bikes here. I'm going to have to keep an eye on them. Alright. A couple baseball fields here that are part of the Science Hill complex. That's Freedom Hall, that big brick building there. This is a real pretty area here. It's just shrouded by mountains all around out that direction there. That's kind of east looking towards Asheville, Unicoi County, Tennessee, out that direction. Alright, so anyway, here we go. I'm coming up on Pactolus Road here. Alright, bear with me, folks. I'm going to end this video here very shortly. I'm almost home. This is Stan Daly with Century 21 Legacy, Johnson City, Tennessee. If you or anyone you know is looking to buy or sell real estate in East Tennessee, please give me a call. My phone number is 423-930-0716.